Hello, beautiful people, how are you? It's been a while since we saw each other, so I apologize for forgetting about my YouTube channel. However, since this is quite a big life cycle for me, I consider it okay to not to post for some time while I'm gathering some energy and doing a lot of things, and then just giving you an update. That's okay. So what happened in the last 3 months? I think my last video was in May or something, and now we're in July 22nd. So within that time I pulled myself together and I finished the book, which is quite a big milestone. How to Live on Earth is finally fully written. The only thing that I need to do is to add some diagrams into the chapters so that you understand better what I mean. So some of the visualizations are going to be there, some of the diagrams, some of the metaphysical stuff. So that's what I will be doing during some time in August, so that you guys can benefit from the book from September onwards. I think I'm gonna publish the book on the Apple service first, then on Amazon store, and then I'm gonna go to publishers and maybe they will want to publish my book. So if any of you has got some publishers that you know about and maybe you could recommend for the books like this, the book is going to be combined with some exercises, practical and metaphysical. I will record the audiobook. I've never done it before, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. So yeah, there is quite a bit of work around the book during this year that I need to complete, but it's quite rewarding, and I know that you guys are some of you are reading the book and some of you are very benefiting from the concepts that I've inputted in there, from some of the energy codes that I inputted in there as well. So yeah, it's actually great to realize that the book is finally finished. It's finally complete. So I'm looking forward to publishing it, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all for the signing session as well. So that's what happened, number one. Second point that happened, I guess I reworked all of the remaining patterns that were from my old self, because you need to to detach one version of yourself from another. You need all the connecting patterns gone. So I think I'm finally accomplished this challenge, and I'm fully in peace with myself. It was a very big journey, I would say, because first of all, it's not really evident what is it in pain and what are the connections and patterns that you are encountering. Essentially, you need to go very deep into the roots of those patterns to see where they came from in the first place. And a couple of times there was a sort of the hint for me during my dreams and during some situations within this realm, where I realized that this is my reaction and I shouldn't be putting it onto other people. I should not be reacting to what they are trying to do. I should understand what is it that initiating this projection in the first place. So I started my like my mindset changed. Now I am thinking I am projecting this reality, therefore I need to understand fully my essence and what is the problem within that essence, in order not to project those kind of things that I am seeing, that I reflect in myself. It's a completely different understanding of reality in the first place. So I was like, during those past 3 months, I was sort of like learning to understand this position and how I can perform within this position. I guess the end point where I got to was the following. I'm a lighthouse which should not wobble in order for others to find a way to the light. That's the purity of it, and that's the essence of it. I would say that standing still is a challenge on its own. And actually, I found out what I was struggling with before. Before, I thought that I should be something else. And I should be, looking for some things to develop. I should be looking to grow in some other area that I shouldn't have been growing in, but still it's good I have. But regardless, we always want things to happen very quickly, and we also want many things. Whether actually the life challenge is to figure out what is it out of so many things is yours. Not like figure out, but allow the things that are yours to come to you, because you are resonating at your authentic frequency. So technically, all the things that you have are always there. You just need to grab them from the abstract realm. And if you are completely connected with yourself, you are completely connected with overall consciousness, and you are keeping yourself in your lane, it's quite easy to navigate. But once you do this and you sort of enlarge the projection, you are spending more energy resource, therefore the performance of your being becomes a bit more, I don't want to say distorted, but it's a bit more unstructured. Whether when you sort of narrow your focus to one thing at a time that you actually enjoy doing, it becomes easier. And then you have those moments of solitude which you are able to enjoy, which you are able to ground yourself in, and which you're using for grounding this new energy and sort of overlaying the new frequency, which you should get to after you pass one point. One of the biggest concepts within all of that was the very first concept I introduced in the book. It's 369. Technically, the concept is that you start at 0, yeah. Then you are getting into the 3 frames. Like you're doing 3 frames, then you're doing 3 more frames, that's 6, and then 3 more frames, that's 9, and then the spiral essentially continues. And this is the way that each experience is running. You cannot start in the end of experience to get to the beginning of the experience. But sometimes, so you can start it. Forgive me, it's the perception issue. The experience itself commences on 369 pattern, whether the memory runs in the opposite pattern, in the opposite direction. But the pattern is always the same. So with this in mind, you can imagine that you cannot go through like from 3 to 9 straight away. You need to get through 6, otherwise you're missing the point and the experience is not complete. You need to get back. Therefore, it's actually much easier to navigate your experiences in the aligned way so that you don't miss the 6. And what helps with it is looking into the true self and align every single choice and every single decision and every single thing you're saying to your true self. Within this concept, it's much easier to be your authentic self. And this is what we're trying to get to in the first place. To resonate the authenticity frequency, which is the highest there is, in order to express it and help the world to align to a higher frequency of authenticity as well. Because you know that there is a very big issue of everyone trying to put a mask on and be somebody else instead of being themselves, being untrue to themselves, being insecure in their childhood, being insecure as an adult, and always like keep, I don't know, looking for validation in other people or looking for an approval. This unfortunately applies to 80% of the current humanity. So what we're trying to achieve is to resonate as much authentic frequency as possible in order for others to find this light. It's much easier to find a lighthouse in the darkness rather than keep following some dimmed lights which get you nowhere. So I guess within that period, there has been a lot what happened, and I won't trouble you with details because it's not related to the YouTube. But overall, I learned that the more you ground yourself within your authenticity, the better you feel. And I understand that some of the things that I've been doing were not quite right for me, and I should not probably continue doing them. And since I had a slight gap, I went on holiday and like I went to Denmark, and I even dropped the speech in Danish in this. It's my partner's family is Danish, and I really like pulled it all together, and I feel like I spent all of the energy that I collected during my holiday in there. But it felt right. I feel like it was one of the karmic experiences that I should have been going through, and I did, and it felt amazing. But the amount of energy that went through me during that speech, Jesus Christ, it's just like I collected so much. And when I realized that I wrote the speech the day before their anniversary, and then I just, in the morning, I was just looking at the speech and I was like, fuck, I can't read it. Like, I have no direction in terms of like how the words are being pronounced, and in Danish language it's like very different. So I essentially pulled all the help I could get from the relatives, and in the end, yeah, we got to the amazing result, and everybody was like, oh, your Danish is so good. I was like So that was a new experience, and that was an experience of the opening. I would say it was sort of like initiation of me speaking that language, which is great. You know, learning something new every day. In terms of work environment, I think this became a bit more grounded as well, because I understand more what I need to focus on, what's my direction, etc. But this calming down experience throughout all these 3 months was very valuable, and yeah, I'm very grateful for everything during that experience. I hope that the conclusion of those 3 months will be this point of grounding, which technically it already is. I don't have to hope for it, so it's just good to realize that I don't have to survive anymore. I can just you know, live and share things that I do with you guys, and make a change within humanity. That's what I always wanted to do. I feel like what I do on TikTok is getting well received, and I hope it's well received here as well. And yeah, just wanted to say that everybody is welcome. There is a Telegram channel that I usually share some things in. Now my plans are to do one initiative that I always wanted to do, is to write some songs. I've got a lot of poetry which I could get into the song level, but I really want to experiment with those like DJ tools and things. And I thought during that time when I would record the music, record the book, I would need to put some background music, but so that you don't fall asleep as well. I don't know, like I need to listen to some audiobooks and see what they are. Otherwise, it's going well, and I hope you're having a very good day. I'm glad to see you, and if you need anything, please let me know. You know where to find me. Goodbye, love you.